What's up, guys? Maul Jackalmen Games here, bringing you my deck profile from first place at the regional here in Covington, Louisiana. Super happy to bring this baby home to Dothan to our card shop. But yeah, I played Feed Royal Palace, Tarkin, and Snoke. I decided to run this deck. I was going to play it at Miami actually, and it just didn't feel like the right time. I was second guessing myself, and the way I was piloting Yoda Leia, I almost got top with it. So I thought it was a good spot at the time, and I had the most reps with this after that regional. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put all my time into this deck, and I'm going to play it to the best of my ability and just see what happens. And you know, it took me to the top. Well, let's get into the deck. Alright, so we're going to start with my upgrade package. I played your typical 2-chance cube. I actually didn't see it all that much today, surprisingly enough. But, you know, it's just standard. You want blanks, you want resources. Vader's Fist Jr., because that's all this card is. This card's incredibly insane for just amount of aggro. Because my version is just straight damage. It doesn't have a... It has quite a bit of mitigation, but most of the mitigation is like blowout mitigation instead of just like here or there. So, this is my holocron package: 2 Sith holocron, 2 force speeds, 2 force jumps, 2 force push, and 1 force wave, and 2 force illusion. This package, obviously, force speeds is incredible. I did not resolve force jump once today. I played it. It was literally just a blank or a shield there for or special for me to use Target's power action. That was literally it. I've played in 4 regionals and haven't played a single Vader, even though I test for it almost every time. Just whatever. I guess it was like a draw. Force push. I seen it today. Never rolled a special on it. Always got my range damage, and it was always trying to mess some stuff up. Force Wave came into play towards the end, like it helped me win the finals game. But besides that, didn't really see it all that much. I didn't really need it all that much. And Force Illusion was awesome, except for when you get double bait and switch. Thanks, Deanna. But yeah, total that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 15 upgrades. I think this deck had somewhere between like 20 and 21 dice in it. That's kind of outrageous. Alright, so here's my mitigation package. I played 1 manipulate. I didn't want to play 2. 2's kind of crazy, and just sometimes you don't want to turn your dice there, but I thought about playing 2 halfway through the tournament. Like, I was like, man, maybe I should have put 2 in my deck, because I played against a lot of aggro decks and a lot of decks that just leave their die on the board with showing damage, and I was like, okay. But I played 2 hidden motives. This card never failed me today, except for once against you.
This card never failed me except for when it did.
No. Well, like I'm saying, like it only did once, and it was all the way in the finals, and it didn't really do that bad because it still rolled her off the damage. So it was really incredible. It got rid of a lot of dice today. This card is literally the opposite thing for me than doubt, because every time I use doubt, it kills me. It rolls lethal. So I'm like, oh, okay. Played 2 deflect. I used it almost the whole day. Yeah, I don't think there was a round that I didn't use this card actually. So except for I even used it against Yoda Hondo, because he had the light bow. So the MVPs of the deck were actually all 6 of these. 2 Beguile, 2 Mind Trick, 2 Anger. Mind Trick was awesome. 2 Beguile was awesome, and 2 Anger. Anger was used so many times, especially in the mirror match in my stream in round 5 against Steven. And because I kept just resolving his dice for him. I believe I used it in the finals to get some dice off the board, which was awesome. And just throughout the day, Anger.
Yeah, we did it like twice.
Yeah. And I just think the card's a blowout card, because your job is to put so much dice on the board, and you want blanks because you're able to get rid of stuff. But it really gets you out of bad spots, and doesn't... it's one of those cards that it allows you to not punish yourself for playing a lot of cards that roll blanks or anything like that. So it doesn't allow you to get too far behind. My support package was 4. Vigilance came in. I played it twice all day, and both times that I played it, blew out my opponent completely. I played it against Yoda Hondo, and he couldn't do anything on the stream. And then in my top 4 match against Han Kira, I played it, and in a spot where he had showed me bait and switch in his hand, and he had nothing but resources down, and he had tried to double double crossing, double dealings, or what's the hero card pays to resolve one of my dice.
Double cross.
Yeah, and he tried to use it on my focus, and he had already said to resolve it, and I was like, all right, and I was like, you can't turn your dice because of vigilance. So I was like, he's like, oh, rip, and I was like, yeah. So that was kind of good. Two Vader's Fist and a Darth Vader's TIE Advanced. This card is absolutely insane in this deck if you don't get to your Vader's Fist or your L30, because you put so much down that you play this as literally a Vader's Fist. You pay 2, which is 1 pay side, and it just evens out if you roll a pay side. It's the same thing, but it does half their health to them and just one-shots them. And it's also the same as Vader's Fist. As soon as it comes out, people are like, oh, I have to get rid of that die immediately. I only played it a couple times a day. It did really well. Other times I just didn't see it because the games are over generally so fast. But whenever I did have it and it didn't get discarded, I loved it. Vader's Fist won me so many games today because the only reason I won the finals was because of this card, strictly because she resolved in game 3, which hopefully you guys go back and watch the stream, or we'll have it up for you guys soon. Round 1, she threw 10 damage at Tarkin, and I was able to come back from it just because turn 1 I was able to, before he died, drop a Vader's Fist and deal like 9 damage from just that. So overall, I don't think I would change anything. I think the only card that I might take out would be maybe the tie, but I loved it. So everything else was really good, because it was just there if I needed it. And that's the big thing about the deck, and what I love about it is because you have so many decisions and it's so toolboxy. Overall, I had a great experience. I love the atmosphere. Louisiana is really cool. Shout out to the Outer Rim guys for streaming. Steve and them are awesome. Shout out to my team. And shout out to Deanna for second place. And James for getting top 16. So, and Lance for coming with us. Alright, guys. That was my first place Covington deck profile. Peace.